Python interview. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is all about Python interview questions. So Python is in the market right now and there are a lot of questions on Python. So this video is all about there are 5 interview questions on Python. So like I'll be telling you the answer as well and the according to the questions, and these are the real time questions which has been asked to my one of the friend who has given interview on Python. So yeah, and these are the very basic questions which we might avoid when we are learning or anything. We quickly jump into the coding part and we forgot all those basic questions which lead to the failure in the interview. So these are very important questions which you need to consider when you're planning to give the Python interview, right? So before going into the slide, I just request you to guys please like and subscribe to my channel and share it to the friends, share it to your friends, so that it may help them in any possible way out. Okay, just move on to the next slide. So this is a very basic question, like what is the difference between list and tuples? So as we all know, uh, uh, list lists are mutable and they can be edited, right? And tuples are immutable, and tuples are also our list which can't be edited, but for the list we can edit it, right? We can change it. So yeah, so both are based on index. So yes, so list but if you're comparing both of them, so list are slower than tuples and tuples are faster. So okay, so so how you gonna differentiate your tuples and lists? So okay, once I have it over here, I have a Jupyter notebook over here. So if you write, so there's a basic difference into list, how you wanna write it, because what happens is in an interview they'll give you like go and write one list and one tuple. So how you gonna write it? So this is how it is. So here a list gonna consider the square back brackets, and then one, I'm not able to see, okay, then okay, two. So this is your list. So if you run it and you write type, if you practice it like that, you maybe understand. Type this is list and then run it, then it will give you the list. For example, if you wanted to write tuples, so tuples will be into, so yeah, in this way it comes into the brackets. So yeah, if you write 1 comma 2, so gonna run it and then type t. So if you run it, it shows you the tuple. So yeah, so as I said, list can be mutable is like we can change it, and tuples cannot be, tuples are immutable, we cannot change it. So if you're trying changing it out, so you can see, like if I'm putting on based on index 0, okay, and then I want something, one second, I want it like on the 0 index, one second, I want 3, okay, and then if I'm running it, so it just shows that tuple object does not support an item assignment. So this is very important thing which you need to know about it. Okay, so I'll just move to the slide. Okay, so I think this is all about tuples, and you know the syntax also, right? So you know the syntax also, which is very important, because sometimes what happens is the interviewer, if you are having the face to face interview right now, if they are taking your video call interview, they ask you to have your copy pen into the paper, and they will definitely gonna ask you how you gonna write it, these all things, because sometimes we may miss out if we didn't practice it out. Okay, and okay, so one second, oh. Okay, so we have a next question is what is the difference between Python arrays and list? I have some problem in my system, one second. So okay, what is the difference between Python array? Sorry, I have a problem in my system. So what is the difference between Python arrays and list? So arrays and list in Python have the same way of storing data, right? Both are array and list. They are used to store data, but array can hold a single type of element, data element, right? Whereas list can hold a data, like hold any data type. So array, if you're writing in the string, you have to write in the all the parameters are into the string. And if you're writing in the list, as I just showed you, that we can write it anything, even you can write 1 2 3, or you can add the strings over it, so you can add anything into it. So this is the basic difference of this is very like easy questions, right? So this third question is really important. So that what does this do? I think here it should be a square bracket. So okay, so what does this do? And there one more question, how the reverse works into this thing, reverse of a string. I want the reverse of the string. So what does this do? So how you can do the reverse of a string? So reverse of a list. Okay, so I'll just move my click. Okay, so you have your list over this one. So what we can do is, okay, so what I'll do is, once again, I'll just copy this one. I want to write much more. I'll write more here. Just paste here list. Then you gonna, so this is, I'm gonna show you that we can have it in a string also. So I'll write 1, 2. Okay, then we're gonna run this. Then so I think, let me check one second. Okay, this is okay. So then you're gonna write list square bracket colon. So okay, so we want like if you see, if you know this slicing in that, so what happens is it is 0 1 2 3. Okay, so if you wanted to print this 2, so you can write 0 1 2 3. So if you see slicing will be -3. If you write -3, it will print 2. So okay, I'll just write, one second, I'll write just minus. Okay, so not -3. If you write from here, it is -1 -2 -3 -4. There you go. So I'll write -1. So from here you wanted to get it reversed. So here if you show, see, this is how it is. So when you wanted to print, so if you see the indexing, I am not going to deep dive into it. So if you print -1, so you want from 2, it should reverse, right? So that is why we have put -1. So in the slicing, if you go, so the -1 will be the index of it. In this way the slicing happens. So if you wanted to print -1, it will be 2 in my list. Okay, so that's how it is. You have to go deep diving into indexing and slicing. So that is altogether a different topic, so we are not going into that as of now. So yeah, this is how it is. So then we have how to write the comments in Python. So this is the question that you can easily find it out, so go work on it. So and now what is dictionaries? So okay, so what is dictionary in Python? So as we all know that a built-in data types in Python is called dictionary. So it defines a one-to-one relationship. It has a key values pair, like key value. It works on key and values. So dictionary contains a pair of keys and their corresponding values, as we say. So and dictionaries are indexed by keys. So and there were one more thing, like if you compare it with list, right? So you know the dictionaries can be unordered, right? It can be unordered because you don't need to maintain the order of it. It can it has only key values, right? And order means like when you do sorting, right? When you do sorting in the list, so list you can sort it, right? If you wanted to sort the list like 1 2 3 4, so you can do that. But in this it is just based on key and value, so you cannot sort a dictionary. And not to know, like we don't have index because it works on key and value, right? It works on key value. So that is the main thing in dictionary, is that you can sort it or not. So and it works, it is very unordered. So that is the advantage of dictionaries over list. So you need not to have remember. You have to not remember that the way we did it, right? Indexing and all, you don't need to remember all those things. Okay, so and like list, if I'm just explaining list also, so list is like order sequence that can be based on slicing or indexing. And list is immutable, right? A list can be, we can change it, right? So and the way I can, how we can write the list, I have just showed you out. Okay, so just okay, so what is dictionary? I've already explained. What is set? So set is like unordered collections of a unique element, and one representative of a same object, like one to one representative of a same object. And what else in set? Okay, I'll just show you one. Okay, so fine everyone. So I was searching for one thing which I'm not able to find it out. So yeah, I think these are the questions which are very important, and I have given the like explanations which interview wanted to listen all those things, because these are the very basic thing which you have to know about it. So and I've showed you how things gonna work in Python. So if you don't have a Jupyter notebook, also you can try doing it. So I'll just show you how you can do that. So Jupyter notebook, how you can do it. So okay, I'll just quickly jump into it, and you can download. What you can do is you can just go here. I'll just open a browser. Okay, I'll just show you what you can do. Okay, so this is like you can download one second, what I've downloaded it. I'll just show it to you. So I have just download. Okay, you can download this Anaconda thing, Anaconda 3 2020.02 version Windows. I have done it. So I've just download this, and you have to install it, and I have just installed it. So there was one thing which I have to go and read it out, how I can open the Jupyter notebook. So that is what I'm going to tell you about. So you just write here Jupyter notebook, and then okay, so you have to go to the open location. Okay, so here if you click on here, so this window will come up. Okay, for me it is like this. It is automatically opening. It does not open it any tool or anything. It will automatically, once you run this, it will automatically open a browser. So if you're not able to, if a browser is not opening, what you can do is you can just copy paste this URL. You can just copy and paste it in any browser, it will open it to you. And what you have to do is, here you can go and select on Python 3. So your this will come up. So this is how it is, you have to do it. Okay, so yeah, as I said, thank you so much, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Python videos. Thank you.